collaborations with your suppliers and your different service provisioning parties, right? Because the moment you get an order, the moment you get a customer order, you will have to automatically you will be connecting that order to number of other parties, right, who are not your own employees. Now, for example, when they place the order, it should send a message to the courier company, it should send a message to the packaging agent. So all these messages will have to be automated, and that partnership should be working, right? If your order is ready, but if the courier is not responding according, I mean, to the speed you agreed, then you can't run this digital business model. Therefore, you have to make sure you are having a close rapport with your partners and partners and the business, I mean, connections, and you make sure they are working according to your requirement, right? And the last one is actually the agility and scalability. And you should be ready to scale up or scale down. Both sides can happen, right? You have to make sure, I mean, you have to be ready if the business suddenly becomes, you suddenly get a high demand, you should have the scalability option to improve the volume, or in case of having low return, I mean low demand, you should be able to scale down the business. So that agility and scalability should be there to quickly adjust to the market conditions and the requirements, right? So how fast, how quickly you adjust to the market requirements will sometimes guarantee your survival in that particular industry, right? So that are the factors actually to consider in developing a digital business model for a business. Okay, I hope those points are clear to you. Are you okay with those points? Can you just give me a small feedback on that? Okay. Right. Then now we are going to see how to build a successful digital business. Now let's assume you are going to build a digital business. When you are building a digital business, how to successfully build it, right? You can just build a digital business for the sake of doing it, but if it fails, right, even though you are not investing so a lot of money, even your time, effort, and sometimes the documentation you have done, all that will go on waste, right? Sometimes you will be demotivated with that. Therefore, how to build a successful digital business even after building, I mean, developing it as a small business. How do you develop it as a successful model? One major thing to look at is automate as much as possible, right? Many digital businesses who have been successful, they have automated everything that does not require the human intervention. Now, it is not only the routine work, right? Sometimes even the intelligence work, now the AI is capable of handling that without human intervention. So AI has become a very important tool for businesses to automate certain tasks, even though that is not mundane work or routine work, right? Even though it is not a fixed program task, sometimes the thinking function also can be done with the support of AI, and they will provide the solution to make sure those functions are automated, right? If that, I mean, the automation creates serious risk, you should not do that, but many routine functions have the opportunity to be automated. Number one, right? You have to try your best to automate. So with that, you can reduce, there are so many other implications of that. You can reduce the staff required, you can speed up the process, you don't have to wait till tomorrow to start something. The moment you get the information, the moment it starts working on that, right? Number one. Number two, train your team, right? If you're having people working for your organization, don't just let them work according to the procedures and policies that are already established. You have to make sure they are upskilled, right? You invest on their training and development to upskill their team. Otherwise, if they are not comfortable with if they are not capable of handling the new technologies, they will not grow the business. But if you provide them the required skills and training, they will bring new technological avenues to boost or improve your business, right? Therefore, number 2, train your team. Consider that as an investment, even if the employees may leave in the future, right? And also stay agile. Never say this is what I can do, this is my rigid platform I'm going to work with. No, you have to be agile, right? Because when you are transforming your business digital to a digital transformation, it takes time, right? And certain cases, little micro adjustments you will have to make into your digital business strategy. So with that, you will have to the final objective is to give or provide an end product that is satisfactory to the client, right? Therefore, it will help you to make the right decision based on the digital transformation. So you have to make sure you are agile, you are flexible enough to move. I mean, flexible. Be flexible to grab the market opportunities and change according to the market requirement. That is another good quality to build a successful digital business, right? Now, I always tell this example, the Nokia. What happened to Nokia mobile phones? Always they were a really good company, but they could not adjust to the customers' demand of full touch mobile phones, right? That is the simple mistake they did, and they lost everything because of that, right? Therefore, you have to make sure when the trend is there, trend is moving to somewhere, you have to be agile to that. Then invest in digital marketing, right? Let's say you have the most efficient, it's nicely written here, you can have the most efficient organization in the world, right? Let's say your business is superb, every process is well designed and everything is working perfectly, but you don't have a business if you don't have customers, right? I always say the customer is the most important, most valuable asset for any business. Business can operate without any other thing, but without a customer, business can't operate, right? Therefore, invest in smart digital marketing strategies and also make sure the customers are given or provided with a customized service, and properly you deliver your product to different customer categories according to what they wish, right? And also, the last point is, don't be afraid to go big, right? Because digital businesses, no one can say at which level it can stop, right? No one can say the maximum size this business can grow is this, because your product is digital, your service is digital, and there is no limit to the customers you can approve or approach, and also there is no marginal cost, right? No marginal effort. That means, right, when the marginal effort is zero, you can never guess how many customers will come and grab your service, right? Therefore, you can never predict where it can lead you, where it can take you. That's why, that is the beauty of it, right? If it becomes a good shot, then you are going to end up at a situation where you never predicted, right? Therefore, you don't have to be afraid to go big in certain investments, right? That is how you can build a successful digital business. Now here you can see I have taken an example, a real life example. You all know Amazon, right? Amazon, they have started as an online bookstore in 1994. I'm sure you were not born in 1994. So from that, they have continuously got flexible, and they have changed accordingly. And at the moment, they are a global e-commerce website, or they are a